Good afternoon, people. Today, as I'm driving home from work and it's light for a change, I thought I'd have a little discussion about what to do with my Renault Clio RS. I've mentioned before in a video that it's currently in the garage getting its problems fixed. It went in Monday, it's now Wednesday night. I haven't heard anything from the garage. I don't know if that means it's good news or bad news, if I'm brutally honest. However, still haven't heard anything back from them. But yeah, I wanted to consider my options. Now, I did say that I was going to change the Clio RS, not because I don't enjoy it or like it, because I do very, very much, and I'm sure once it's fixed properly, I'll enjoy it even more. But just more of a case of I do like changing my cars and I like to try different things. So I thought some of the options. Now, the first option obviously is keep the RS, because it's a great car. It's good fun. However, I do have a little bit of an issue with that, and that is this Audi A6, my daily runaround that I'm in at the moment, is going off lease hire in June, and I've already got another car sorted out to replace it, and it's another hatchback. In fact, it is a hot hatchback. So having that and the Renault Clio RS may not make that much sense, if I'm brutally honest. Which leads me on to another problem, because one of the other cars I really wanted to try, if I was going to get rid of the Renault, was the Ford Fiesta ST, the Mark 7, I think it is, the one that started on the 2013 plate. Now, some of the good things and bad things about that. The good thing about it is the reviews it's got from everybody. It's meant to be spectacular, it's meant to handle amazing, it's meant to be great fun, blah blah blah, just like the Clio is. And it's relatively usable on a daily basis again. So there is that. The downside to it is I am going to have my other car, you know, which is a hot hatch. So having two again doesn't really make sense. And then there's the other thing as well. One thing I love about the Clio is the fact that it's a 2-litre naturally aspirated engine that revs to nearly 8,000 RPM, where the little Fiesta 1.6 turbo only revs probably to 6.5, and I just don't know if I'll get the same enjoyment out of the engine, because that is one big part of the Clio that makes it so much fun. So, but there's the first option, the Fiesta ST. The second option is potentially a Porsche Boxster S, the 3.2. I'm not interested in the standard Boxster, the 2.7. They're not meant to be that great. Yes, they're meant to handle very well, but the engine is not meant to be great. Where on the S, it's got the 3.2. And if you get a 2005 onwards model, which was where they changed the whole car, I think it's got 280 horsepower, and obviously it's got that beautiful Boxster flat 6 engine, I think it is. And again, it's meant to be one of the best handling mid-engined sports cars in the world. And the good thing about the Porsche as well is, when I do come to sell it again after 6 months, 7 months, whatever it happens to be, it will probably keep its money. So it probably won't go down in any value. So there's an option. Another option is the Honda S2000. Again, critically acclaimed, meant to be a fantastic car. Obviously, again, naturally aspirated, revs through to, I think it's 9,000 RPM. Bit like the Clio, not a lot of torque, but 240 horsepower, so it's not going to be slow. Again, rear wheel drive, front engined, it's going to be good fun. And because I'm going to have my hot hatch as my daily runaround, it's something a bit different as well. The other option is, as I showed in a video previously, my little 2003 Mazda MX-5 that's been sat in the garage for 2 years. I did a video on it recently. I pulled it out of the garage, I set some jumper cables to it, and it started up first time after 2 years, just like that. Typical Mazda reliability. It's also in really good condition, and I could look at putting that on the road and then ploughing the money that I was going to into something extra like a Boxster or an S2000, and ploughing that into the MX-5 for new wheels, coilovers, maybe a turbo or a supercharger, that sort of thing, and having that as a fun project car. Downsides to that, it is an old car, it's 2003, and the car realistically is only worth a couple of grand tops. Do I really want to be ploughing 5 grand into a car that's only worth 2 grand? I don't know. But it is good fun, and I should get it on the road anyway because I do love it, I've got to say, so I might just do that anyway. So there's an option, and obviously the other option is just to keep the Clio and not get rid of it. But if you can think of any other ideas of cars that I could have as a fun car, a weekend car, so to speak, it doesn't have to be practical, doesn't have to be fuel efficient for my fun car. You know, alright, I'd like it to be relatively reliable, but you know, all that sort of thing isn't a priority for a weekend car. I'm not going to be doing many miles in it at all. So yeah, if you've got any ideas, or if you've got any ideas for another car which is good fun but tunable, let me know in the comments section. And yeah, and that's it. So thanks for watching. Until next time.